Looks like, excuse me, looks like we're hot. What I wanted to go in with you today on is I didn't just jump out with a business in another country. And I want to be very upfront about how I got a lot of the success that I have professionally and how I built a business. And it was something that was taught to me when I was younger in business by other successful businessmen. And even though I am okay with giving anyone information they need privately, a lot of people have hired me to help them consult. I'm happy to do that if anyone wants to talk to me to expand on what I'm going to give you here and other videos. But at the same time, I want to give you the nugget or the seed. Maybe you don't have the time to consult with me. Maybe you just don't want to consult with me. Maybe you're somebody who's resentful of my success, but you still want the secret sauce. That's okay. That'll stay between me and you. Um, it's called client retention for a reason. A lot of you know, well, I don't know. Some of you may be watching for the first time. My name is YusefWateef, and where I come to you from is the position of having spent 9 years as a financial professional. Investments, mutual funds, cash value life insurance are how I purchased my freedom. And I parlayed that into a successful career as an editor, writer, ghostwriter. I coach people who need their English to be as clear as in their own language. People who speak different languages come to me for voice coaching. People who write contracts in different languages that need it translated into English come to me for English that is not what you see on television. When you need something in university level English, I'm who you come to, and that's how I've made my nugget in the world. The way that I left the United States wasn't empty-handed. I didn't leave with nothing and get everything. I left with clients. And that's something that is not unique. And it really doesn't matter what you do. A lot of people think you have to have the kind of business like I did. And I'm here to tell you, you don't. While I was waiting the year while I was taking my federal exams to become a financial professional, I was an area corporate accounting manager for another company, making sure things went smoothly for people. And what a lot of people don't know, something that I did consistently all the time. When I meet someone, I don't care who you are or what you do, if I've done something for you or with you, or you've hired my company or you've hired me, I always make it a point to say, oh, what do you do? Even if I already know, can I have your card? This is back when people gave each other cards. I would consistently keep track of the people that I interacted with. If I went to a dinner party with my friends and I met somebody who was just a good person, a good guy to know, he seemed like he was fun, the first thing I said was, what do you do? He'd give me his card. I don't care if he was a pot washer at a five and dime restaurant. I wanted to know who he is. And I always made it a point to do a great job for my clients over and over and over and over again. It doesn't matter what the job is. The reason is because when you choose to start your own business, to start your own company, those are the people you take with you. One of the people that hired me for consulting said, well, Wateef, my job is an internal job. It doesn't allow me to meet that many people. And furthermore, if my job is the kind of job that I can't do abroad, I can't do in another country, I can't even do it over the internet, why would I want them to remember me? Why do I even need them? And something that successful people have always known, hire the person for whatever they do if they do it well. If you're the best dishwasher and I happen to know someone opening a restaurant or I open a restaurant, I'm calling you. If you are the best, I don't know, front desk agent, I don't care where you are or what you do, I might be opening a business. My client might be opening a business. I'm going to say, hey, call this person. I've had people contact me for things that I am not in any way related to because I'm one of the few people they met that took what they did seriously. I'm one of the few people that they met that just did the job well, no matter how menial other people thought that job was. And I collected names and I wrote them down and I kept in contact with them. So when I started my other business as a financial professional, leaving the area corporate accounts manager, and then again, after years in the financial business, going into becoming an editor, right? Oh, by the way, for people who don't know, I'm going to actually show you that you can catch me on LinkedIn if you want to connect with me professionally. Let's see here. I consistently told people what I did. I told them over and over what I do. And I would always say, if you don't need what I do, connect me with someone who does. Introduce me to 2 or 3 of your friends. And they would, because it doesn't matter what you do. So few people do their job well. Very few people take pride in anything they do. So the few of us who do will always be able to take those clients with us. You got to do the work. I don't care where you are right now. I don't care what you do for a living. Step back and say, when this is said and done, will people come away with the idea that I really cared about washing these dishes, scrubbing the floor, making sure this client was happy, opening this account, administrating this facility? If the answer is no, you can't leave. If the answer is no, you're going to be stuck where you are forever. But if the answer is yes, you can leave anytime you want. Well, preferably not before taking the information of everybody you interacted with. You can add people on LinkedIn. You can add people on Facebook if you like. You can add people on Twitter. You can add people on Instagram. For the record, share this somewhere. Share this on one of the things that I mentioned before. I don't care where you share it. I don't make any money off of YouTube or Google. I do this because I like to do it with people, and a lot of people have contacted me about what I do and hired me to write resumes and a few other things. But when you take a pride of ownership, and let me back up for a second. When I say pride of ownership, that's something that if we go back to yesterday, I don't know if it was yesterday or Sunday, my good buddy Pat actually came on to talk about a blue collar ethic and the advantages of those blue collar jobs, both financially and in the context of pride of ownership. He is definitely going to be back. He's somebody that I actually want to have do his own channel. I think he's someone that is just an amazing person, not just because he's a friend of mine, but because of his accomplishments and his ability to give people what he says in a way that they can really digest it. Here it is. I'm going to show you. So when you're done watching this, I definitely want you to go back and watch this one. Blue Collar Wisdom. We had a good time. We had a guest come in and talk to us later. If you hear noise in the background, there's actually a field trip of students walking through the mall. And they're talking about whatever kids talk about, but they're having fun, so good. Yeah, going back to that. I wish it was more complex. I wish I had some kind of a awesome business strategy to put forward for you, but I don't. I wish I had some sort of a complex way to gain new clients when you left one career, one industry, and went to another one. Don't get new ones. Don't reinvent the wheel. Pick the ones that you had before. Now, of course, some companies are going to have non-competition clauses that says you can't go from being a financial professional here to going as a financial professional there and taking your clients. But if you're a financial professional, then you become an editor or a writer, there's no conflict there. If you are a plumber who then goes into ice cream business, there's no conflict there. If you're a food truck owner that then goes into mechanical repair, people remember the quality of service you gave them. They remember whether or not you took pride in what you did, and they will consistently follow you. They will say to you, what do you do now? And you'll say, well, I do this. And they'll say, good. Can you do that for me? Because, and I can't stress this enough, so few people take pride in anything they do. If you're one of that tiny minority that does, you're over the moon. You're consistently going to win over and over and over and over. Having said that, I want everybody to have a great day. Everyone can contact me. It's important that you click the like button, the thumbs up button, and click subscribe. Share it as well. It's free information. You can scroll back through some of my other lists. I'll post a couple of things in the show more. Make sure you click show more. Look at the comments. Looking forward to interaction from you, and I'm also looking forward to any questions that you guys might have. Any comments on how I can make this better? Any comments on what you'd like to see more of that I can expand on something I've done before?